So, as probably all of you know, I am a 1/3 owner, and then of course work at a self-defense academy. But because that's not enough work, I've started working at the horse barn where my sister works. So I do a lot of the outside stuff. I do almost all the outside stuff. So part of that is working on the electric fences all the time. So I've been carrying my multi-tool, my Leatherman kick, but that was a graduation present years ago, and I wouldn't want anything to happen to that. So I decided I'd get a bigger one. And yes, this rambling is going somewhere. So I got a bigger one. But I really like the kick, and I don't really need like a super outdoorsy one. The multi-tool is just not one of my favorite things to grab for going out camping. It's just not. I'd rather have like an actual knife and an actual saw. And I generally don't care about anything else on them. I do carry the little Cabela's one that I've shown, but that's because it's small and it weighs nothing. This is the exact opposite of them. So I didn't want one of the super expensive ones, so I got one of the kind of expensive ones. And I ended up getting this guy. The Leatherman, I can't read that in the screen, Super Tool 300, which is basically the really, really beefy version of my Leatherman kick. So let's get into this guy. So all the tools are on the inside, same as the kick, which I like because it keeps dirt out of my tools as much as possible. I know a lot of people hate that, but I don't like the dirt in my tools all the time. I've got hay and gunk and stuff at the barn all over the place, so the more dirt kept out of stuff, the better. So you have your heavy-duty pliers on these. You have your replaceable wire cutters, which are really nice because that's what I end up doing is a lot of wire cutting. And then the tools is really the same as the kick, if you've seen that video. If you haven't, then go watch that video, please. So you have the smallest of the flatheads. You have a very nice two-dimensional, yeah, that's why it's nice, because it's not two-dimensional. A nice three-dimensional Phillips head, a very full three-dimensional, two-dimensional. That would make it nice, yeah. Then you have the bottle opener, can opener combination with the wire stripper. So that's all the same as the kick. And then also on that side, you have a saw, which is decent looking. I haven't used it for anything. I mean, it may come up that I have to. It is extremely thin, so you're not dragging a lot of metal through your cut at least. But not real big teeth on it. I don't know. It'll leave a nicer cut. I'll give them that. But if you really had to go through something quick, probably not going to go through it super quick. And then you also have a serrated blade, which is nice. I like the shape on this. I also like at the end, you can see they clipped the tip a little bit, which I do like that because you don't have that tip to break off. But you have enough of a tip that you can still work with, and enough of the end is not serrated that you can do some good work. If you need a little bit of a tip and don't want to use your main knife, because these Leatherman knives are very, very pointy. And you'll break the tip pretty easy. And then on the other side, you have a lanyard ring for something. You have an awl on this one, which is really nice to have. You have the large flathead / pry bar. And then you have the most common one that I use, flathead, the mid-size. And then you have a two-sided file, of course, and a fine. And then, of course, you have your normal Leatherman blade. Everything on here does lock, but the tools are on the inside, so that kind of makes the lock pointless for most of the tools, because they're not going to go anywhere anyway if you close it up to use it. But they do all lock. The locks are nice. It's a nice little added thing to have. It is a hefty tool. It's not light, but it's got what I need on it, and some other stuff too. So, that is it for that one. It's a good tool. It does work really well. I sound real kind of almost negative about it, but that's because I'm hot and I sound negative about everything. So, it is a really great tool. I do really like it. It does work really, really well. It does pop through wire like it's nothing. Everything else I've used on it works really great too. So, that is it for this one, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.